Mhm. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Nutrition Talk. Hey, guys. Today we're going to be talking about New Year, New You, helping everybody to kind of make some plans for taking control in 2021. So, hello, Dawn.
Hey, I'm in. For whatever reason, my camera is not working, so
Okay, that's okay. So, getting started. So the goal today is to talk about goal planning for the new year, whether your goal is to lose some weight, gain some muscle, maybe you have some specific goals that you're working on for in the gym. This is just a good starting place for you guys. Our goal, we've paired with Healthy Steps Nutrition for all of our nutrition coaching because we want to help you guys to understand that something that's as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated. So we want to help you with this developing a plan for success in the new year. So let me start this. All right. Here we go. So, how many of you have heard the phrase New Year, New You? You know, at the end of the year, beginning of the new year, we all tend to make New Year's resolutions in hopes of becoming just a better version of yourself. New Year's resolutions are a common tradition, and a lot of times people resolve to either continue with good practices that they've already put into place, or maybe changing an undesired trait or behavior, accomplishing a personal goal, or otherwise just overall improving their lives. But how often are those resolutions actually accomplished or achieved? So let's look at some statistics on the success rate for New Year's resolutions. Reports indicate that approximately 60% of people who make New Year's resolutions, only 8% of those people report actually achieving their New Year's resolutions. 80% of people that have New Year's resolutions say that they fail by February. Another study indicates that 35% of participants who failed their New Year's resolutions admitted that they had unrealistic goals. 33% didn't keep track of their progress. 23% forgot about their goals. And 1 in 10 respondents said that they made too many resolutions. So research indicates that 22% of people that have set New Year's resolutions are going to be more likely to achieve those goals whenever the resolutions are made in terms of small and measurable goals. So being more specific about setting those goals, such as setting a goal of maybe losing a pound a week rather than just general goal of losing weight. So when it comes to setting goals, you need to start with an assessment. You want to kind of ask yourself, what does success look like to you? What do you want to achieve in the new year? Common personal goals include losing weight, achieving good grades, maybe saving money. The strategy for, John, can you let Whit in?
I'm working on it. Maybe not.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, let me see. I don't know if it'll let me.
Let's see here.
We're trying to get you in with, sorry. So common personal goals include losing weight, achieving good grades, saving some money. The strategy for goal setting begins with looking at the big picture of what you're looking to achieve. And then after you've got that big picture, you want to break it into smaller components that allow you to focus on your primary goal. So let's see. Okay, I got Whit in.
Cool.
All right, hi Whit. So I am a fan of making what's called a SMART goal. SMART goals are going to be specific, measurable, something that you can achieve, and realistic, and then giving yourself a timetable for those goals. So once you have your main goal set, you want to break it up into smaller, more achievable components that help you with planning each little section of setting your goal. So the smaller, more attainable objectives help you to promote self-esteem, and they provide you with instant feedback to help you keep on task. So when you have the smaller goals and you reach each of those smaller goals that contribute to the larger goal, that helps you with kind of having faster feedback. You know, we're kind of in a microwave society where we want things to be instant results, but when we don't get those instant results, it's nice to have those smaller goals that are a little bit more immediate, things that give you faster feedback than looking at just the big picture. So also looking at what has worked well for you in the past. You want to try to revisit things that have worked well for you in the past. That helps you with whatever things have helped you with reaching goals in the past. And if also looking at what has not worked well for you in the past, because if it hasn't worked well, it probably won't work out in the future. So time management, that's always a big thing for me. It's going to be practicing systematically finishing your tasks in order to help achieve your goals. So during your assessment of deciding what the big picture is going to be, you want to think about the time commitment that it's going to take to achieve your goals. If your goal is to lose weight, you want to think about the fact that you didn't gain that weight overnight. Unfortunately, you're not going to lose it overnight either. Sustainable, realistic weight loss is going to be about 1 to 2 pounds a week. So if you're looking to lose 20 pounds, you're not going to lose that in 2 months. And that's okay, because losing it slower is going to help you with establishing healthy habits that will help you to consistently keep that weight off. So during your assessment, you want to look at that time commit that it's going to take you to achieve those goals. And if your goal is to eat healthier in order to lose weight, you want to think about the commitment that you need to make to plan out your meals or go grocery shopping, to meal prep or cook, or you know, for a lot of the clients that I've been working with so far, going out to eat is something that's just has to be part of their life. So one of the strategies that I've helped recommend for these clients is actually taking a little bit of extra time to plan going out to eat by looking at maybe the menu for the restaurant that they're going to, or looking at the nutrition that's available on the website for the restaurant that they're going to go to make their decisions of what they're going to eat at that restaurant based on what the nutrition is. And sometimes even just making those little changes is going to be the difference that you need to get from where you're at to the goal that you're looking at. So now that we've looked at the big picture, set some goals, looked at the time that it's going to take to commit, you want to take a moment to complete the self-assessment that's in the workbook that I provided in the link to the people that have registered for this talk. If you don't have this workbook, just send me a quick email, nutrition@cfthrone.com. Send me a message on Facebook, either to my personal Facebook account, or you can send it to CrossFit Throne. I have access to that messenger as well. And I'll send you this worksheet, or just grab a notebook and take notes. Take a moment to complete this self-assessment. Look at what does success look like to you, what's worked well in the past, what didn't work well in the past, and just get your baseline on making those plans. So now that you've completed your assessment and goal setting, let's talk about 3 different tips to help you with sticking to your goals. So tip number 1 is going to be ditching the all or nothing mentality. This is a big one. I know a lot of people that I worked with have told me, I made a poor choice at lunch, and it devastated me. And so the rest of the day, I just gave up on nutrition. And it's just whatever. I'll start over tomorrow, or I'll start over Monday, or I'll start over on the first of the year. That's a big one. That's one of the reasons why we're doing this talk right now, is because a lot of people do say, I'm going to start on the first of the year. That's going to be, new year, new me, big change. But making these changes for sustainable results is going to be really important, as far as looking at your overall health, looking at your overall habits on a daily basis, just to help establish healthy habits that will be sustainable to give you results long term. So, like I mentioned earlier, we live in a microwave society where we expect instant results. So the truth is that it takes time to make your changes sustainable, and you need to create healthy habits which will be woven into your lifestyle on a daily basis and help you to consistently achieve your results over time. So there are likely goals or resolutions that you're wanting to commit to for the new year, but the key is not only to work on just one thing at a time. Research has shown that when people try to change a single behavior, the likelihood that they will retain that habit for over a year or more is better than 80%. So when they look at tackling 2 behaviors at once, the success drops down to 35%. And when you look at 3 behaviors or more, the success is less than 5%. So if that's any surprise, you want, if you're surprised at all by that, you want to look at the big picture on this. And when people try to massively overhaul their entire lifestyle, the changes don't stick. So you want to try to focus on one thing at a time. That way you can help set yourself up for success. So,
one sticky note at a time.
One sticky note at a time. Yes, I mean, this right here, this is my brain. It's this last 2 weeks, that I've been quarantined because I was sick with COVID. It's actually been kind of nice. I was telling somebody from work the other day, I was like, I felt like this last 2 weeks I had nobody with expectations of me. It was kind of nice. But, this is kind of me. This stack of sticky notes is like all the things that I'm going to commit to.
Right.
But this last 2 weeks, my commitment has just been on rest, and it's been good. So
awesome.
So step number 2, you want to start with a clean slate. So it's very likely that you have several goals or resolutions that you've attempted in the past. Or maybe you've had diet plans or nutrition challenges that have left you feeling unsuccessful. But you're not alone. So research reports that at least 2/3 of people on diets will regain more weight than they have lost. So you want to give yourself some grace, put those negative experiences, outcomes, and thoughts behind you, and just move forward with a nice clean slate. So one of my favorite ways to start with a clean slate is by cleaning out the pantry or refrigerator. I actually did this during this week as well. This is a great resource that they've given to us from Healthy Steps Nutrition. And I can send this resource to you if you would like it. Again, just send me an email or a message on Facebook. But step 1, you want to kind of go through the cabinets, go through the refrigerator, throw away anything that's expired. Step number 1. And that's usually pretty easy. For me, I was surprised to go through and go, wow, I had big plans for this when I bought it, and here it is. It's like 2 years expired. So throw away things that are expired, and then look at the things that are left in your cabinet and look at the sugar intake. So this was a big surprise for me, finding the hidden sugar. that was in our diet. So one of the biggest surprises for me was looking at what is it called? Spaghetti sauce.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a
And
lot in there.
yes, there is not just like hidden sugar, like added sugar. Like when you
Yeah.
actually read the ingredients and it says sugar, why? Tomatoes are sweet. Why do you need to add it? And one thing that I've learned is if you cook your spaghetti sauce and you like caramelize it a little bit, like you let it kind of scald in the pan and then put some bone broth or chicken broth or something like that in the pan to help like clean that burnt portion off of the pan. It caramelizes it and actually sweetens the sauce itself a little bit. So we
Huh.
have, my family doesn't know, but I have changed this over to a different type of spaghetti sauce that has no added sugar. Um, and I mean, they know now, but like the first time that I bought it, it was like, why did you get this brand? You
That's
know, but
crazy.
yeah, it's amazing to find just the hidden sugar, the hidden extra oil that they add to spaghetti sauce as well. So that's a good place to start when you're cleaning out your cabinets, is looking at the sugar that's hidden in the foods that are already in your cabinets and in your refrigerator. The American Heart Association recommends that women have no more than 25 grams of added sugar and that men have no more than 36 grams of added sugar. So looking at the nutrition facts and looking for added sugar, like things like milk, different dairy products, any type of fruit is going to have naturally occurring sugar, and that's okay. But looking at the added sugar where they've actually added some type of sweetener to it. And then you can look at the fat and the sodium content as well. Those are things that are going to help with just overall health, cholesterol, as well as like blood pressure is going to be affected by the amount of sodium content that is in your food. Processed foods also have lots of stabilizers and things like that, just added chemicals. And then you want to strategically place the whole foods that are in your cabinet. So when you open the pantry, you're more likely to grab whatever is going to be right in front of you first, and then look through the rest of the cabinet. So if you strategically place um, the whole foods so that they're easier to see, you're going to be more likely to grab those first. So one of the things that I've tried to do whenever I'm needing food, I will go for like I have bell pepper, cucumber, carrots, and celery sticks that I've chopped up, and I've put them all into little containers. And I always have that in the fridge. So we've got those as good options rather than seeking out potato chips and stuff like that. So tip number 3, you want to make a plan for your success. So Benjamin Franklin said it best: if you fail to plan, you are planning for failure. So we want to know that our success is going to lead to continued motivation with achieving your goals. So how will you make your plan for success? Well, we want to go back to our goal setting. What is going to be realistic? Are you setting yourself up for success or for failure? So also looking at ways that you're going to help hold yourself accountable. I think this has been one of the biggest things that people have brought to me whenever they're talking about reasons why they want nutrition coaching, is because they need somebody to hold them accountable.
Right.
But this is something that you don't have to have a nutrition coach for. You know, we've got a great community in the CrossFit Their Own Family, and I'm sure that you can reach out to somebody else in the group and say, hey, will you please be my accountability buddy, because I need somebody to check in with me and make sure that I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing. So you want to also keep your goals visible, write them down, keep them in view, tell them to your friends and family. just having that accountability partner is going to be really important for helping somebody to bring you back in and bring those goals back into view for you. And then you would find a way to track your progress. So apps, calendars, Google Sheets are great. Having a daily journal is really good because it's really difficult to measure something if you're not tracking it. And this is a big one for me. You want to set your goals, not your limits. So rather than one of the big things that we do whenever we're creating a plan for one of our nutrition clients is making sure that we give you adding things to your life. So rather than telling you that I want you to not go out to eat and not eat junk food and stop drinking coffee, don't do that. I want you to add things to your life. So if you drink coffee all day long, I'm going to ask you to add some more water to your life. You know, if you have to go out to eat every single day for lunch, rather than telling you stop going out to eat for lunch, I'm going to ask you add in a little bit of extra vegetables. You know, whenever you're getting your meal from that restaurant, I want you to actually ask them to add a salad as well. You know, adding in extra things that are going to be beneficial for you is going to be a lot easier than taking away things. Whenever you put up those limitations and you say, you know, I can't have this food ever again, then what is the thing that you crave? You want that food. Yep. So, so as a recap, tips, all three of the tips that I've just talked about today, we want to ditch the all or nothing mentality and focus on one thing at a time. You want to start with a clean slate, let go of the past, give yourself a fresh start, and make a plan for success. Because if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Let's see. I'm going to show you guys some cool what was I going to show you? Here's some cool apps. Let me pull my phone up real quick. So some cool apps. There is this app that's called Happy Scale. This one right here is pretty awesome. This app, whenever you put in your weight, like if you have an app where you're keeping track of your weight, like I have a scale that has Bluetooth on it, and it automatically puts my weight for me into my Lose It app where I keep track of my food, and that puts it in my Apple Health app. Anyway, so that automatically adds it to this Happy Scale. And what that does is it's going to take your weight and it will like smooth out. This is me all time. This is for the last 10 years. Isn't that fun?
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you can see on here though that it takes and it actually smooths out for you those ups and downs. Especially as a woman, you're going to have lots of ups and downs. It has this called water weight, or water noise. A lot of changes happen with hormonal changes, the amount of carbs that you've taken in, the amount of sodium that you've taken in, your weight's going to go way up and down. And that's just normal. It's just part of life. But this app is pretty cool because it takes and it averages it out for you. You can go in there and you can change the settings and put in like how you want it to calculate and like how to predict my weight. So it'll do like Happy Scale smoothing where it actually takes and smooths out for like the last week or the last month. So that's a pretty cool app. There's another app that is called FitStitch. That's this one right here. And FitStitch is pretty cool because you can go in there, you can put in a picture, and with that picture, you put in your weight, and then you can compare side by side before and after pictures, or like before and now, or a month ago and now, you know, and it'll put the weight with those pictures for you. And then of course there's MyFitnessPal. This is a great app for keeping a food log. I'll show you the app that I use as well. But on MyFitnessPal, you can they have like a blog on here that's pretty neat, and you can keep your food diary. And then the app that I use is called Lose It. And on here, you can also, like, the food that you're going to eat, you can just add, like, it'll go in, it'll go back to previous meals that you've eaten, or like foods that you commonly eat for each meal, and you can just reselect those foods. Or you can also put in like different recipes. So, like, you put in the different foods, and then like here I've got 2 pounds of chicken thighs, and then all the different things that I use for marinating those chicken thighs, and then how many servings it's going to be, and it'll give you that nutritional information there. I think you can do that on MyFitnessPal as well. But it's a pretty cool app. Those are good, really good tools for keeping track and helping you with just having those milestones along the way so that you can know that you're making progress towards your goals. What questions do you guys have for me? Do you have any questions, Whit? No.
She's trying to figure out how to unmute her phone.
How do you know? No, I don't have any questions. On those apps, that Happy Scale, does that cost money or is it free?
Nope, it is 100% free. I don't think
Cool.
there's even like a thing where it's going to come up and try to get you to upgrade.
Hey, look what I got for Christmas. Hang on, I gotta show you guys. Okay, so I already, don't mind the mess. I already have this air fryer. Hang on. How do I turn my camera? There we go. So this is my baby one, and then I got this one.
Whoa!
Nice.
You got bells and whistles.
I know, and so they're all going at the same time. But yeah. Anyways, it helps me with to get all my veggies and everything done super fast. So it was a need.
Yes.
That's awesome, Whit.
Yeah, with the air fryer. Is that what is that? Is that a foodie or what is that?
They're both air fryers.
The air fryers are awesome. We've got one, and I don't know, but I don't know what we did before. I guess we just waited forever.
Use the oven, the microwave.
Yep, the microwave vegetables don't taste near as good as air fried vegetables.
That's right. That's right. Oh, I didn't know we were live on Facebook. Sorry. Carry on, Heather.
Yeah, it's okay. So Lori Storgett asked, what is the amount of sodium that's recommended? The World Health Organization recommends less than 5 grams, or 5,000 milligrams per day.
Per day? Wow. So I shouldn't have been eating all that popcorn all last week. Okay.
Hey, it's all about perspective. I mean, you want to look at the big picture, and you know, if it's popcorn versus like potato chips.
Yeah. And I did 51 weeks of really hard work to get to that 52nd week.
That's exactly right. You know, it's all about big picture, making sure that you're overall healthy habits are in place.
Man, I don't know. It was weird going off track last week and just kind of letting my hair down, so to speak, because I don't know. Some of those, it's kind of fun to go back to all the junk, but I also like I realized that with all the toxins and stuff and just eating a lot of processed food, I mean, I really I went all in. I just totally did. But like waking up in the morning was like, I mean, I felt my age like 3 times as bad. And I mean, I don't even know. I was like, why am I so, I haven't even been working out and I feel like junk just climbing out of bed. It was crazy. So I think, I don't know, it's more, I found more incentive to kind of stay on track, really, which was, I thought was shocking. I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah, that is one thing that I've definitely noticed. Like when my nutrition's not really on point, I can definitely feel a difference.
Yeah. Cool.
Do y'all have any other questions, Lori?
Is Tino or John Pittman still on? I didn't see.
Let me see. Looks like we have, I think it's Lori and Jared or Devin. Yeah.
Cool.
But yay, I figured out how to do the Facebook Live and Zoom.
Right, you did good, doubling down. That's cool. I think it was good material. I think it's good. I don't know. I'm like you. I try to do too many things at once, and I think if I just can, like, I was thinking about it while all this post-it notes were up, and I think that for me, is it? And I was gonna ask, maybe is it like if we get less sleep with the cortisol high, do people? I mean, does that drive us to do more like stress eating or whatever? Because and I don't know because my sleep level wasn't all that great last week either. So I found myself just eating more food necessarily, and it wasn't always good food, but was at hand. So I just kind of grabbed all the junk. But
Yeah,
uh,
I think that, I mean, when your stress levels are high, when your sleep is low, I mean, it makes a difference in your mental processing
yeah,
and your ability to have that reserve that kind of gets you through where there's not that desperation of I have to eat whatever is sitting in front of me.
yeah, okay, that's good. I think if I could just narrow it down to one sticky note for the next forever, is probably just going to be get regular, decent sleep cycles.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great goal. Now make a plan.
Man, okay, three, two,
That's
one,
the big
go.
thing. Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing is, being able to put into place like, okay, I know that I want to get more sleep, but what am I going to do in order to accomplish that?
Man, that's good. Uh, yeah, I think I don't know. I think part of it is having a regular nightly routine with the kids and Yvonne and making sure that we're sticking to that. And then if we stick to that and they stick to that, then I can have a little bit better regular bedtime. And then allowing myself, if there's nothing going, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's probably the big deal for me. If I can get to bed at a decent time, I think I'll do all right.
All right.
I'll work on that plan and I'll let you know.
Okay, I'll check in with you. Oh, there's Nick.
There he is.
Hey, Nick. He's connecting to audio. Hello, Nick. So we've completed most of the whole presentation, but I will post the video on CrossFit Thrones website. Those people who were registered, I'll go ahead and send that out to you as well. I will post the link for the resource as well that I showed y'all. Let me find it. I'll post that on the Throne Family group as well. Are there any other questions that you guys have for me right now?
Are you
I
feeling
missed all
better?
the
Are
good
you
stuff.
almost back to 100%?
Oh, I'm feeling much better. Got the email this morning from the hospital saying that I'm good to go back to work tomorrow. So that's nice. It was good. I mean, I feel like we got off pretty easy. The whole family was, I think we all took turns being sick. So we weren't all sick at the same time. I had like a cough and congestion. I never ran fever. And that's about it. I mean, lots of, like, I was pretty tired. I was real tired. I mean, lots of naps happened this last week and a half. But it was good. It was a good downtime, I think, for everybody. So I'm ready to get back to it though. All right, do y'all have any other questions? Any requests for next month?
So can I go? I think I saw where you were streaming live, like through Facebook. So I could
Yes.
just go watch that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't get on there faster.
That's okay. It's okay. We're glad you're here. Do y'all have any requests for next month? I know that on the registration, I had a request for intermittent fasting. Yeah, I know that's a hot topic.
Mythbuster on that.
A Mythbuster. Yeah, I mean, does it work? Yes, it works. But why does it work? You know,
Why does it
that was
work?
why does it work? It works because of a calorie deficit, basically. You know, whenever you spend all, yeah, there's Lori. She's like, yes. Whenever you don't eat all day and then you have one large meal and then you don't eat the rest of the night, you are in a calorie deficit. So that's basically why it does work. But the downsides to intermittent fasting is that there is a large portion of your life that you're not providing yourself with nutrition. And nutrition is important for lots of things. I mean, you know, one of the reasons why the like low carb is super popular right now, because it makes you go into ketosis. Whenever you're not taking in carbs, your body, basically what happens in that process is that your body breaks down your muscles and your liver in order to create glucose to feed your brain. And you know, glucose is important, but the byproduct of that gluconeogenesis, where you're creating your own glucose to feed your cells, the byproduct of that is keto acids.
Maybe we could do like a Mythbusters of the fad diets that are out there. I don't know. Just thinking about it. I mean, we can take shots at it real quick today, but maybe there's more easy stick figure, slide by slide kind of breakdown of that for each one of them and what the better path is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something to think about
I'll
for
have to
next
work
month.
on that. I've got a good resource for it. I mean, you love how everyone is eating. What do you mean? Tell me more, Lori.
Mom, did you just look at me?
And the intermittent fasting doesn't work. Like, it doesn't work for more people than it does work for.
Yeah. Hang on.
Some people it works for them, but from what I've read or heard, it doesn't work for more people than it does work for.
Hey, Nick, if you go by Chipotle next time, you're supposed to pick that up for me.
How did you know?
You're breathing and it's lunch.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes. That's Wit. Wit and Nick. Nick is one of our coaches. Wit is working on becoming one of our coaches. Lori
Ooh.
just said on Facebook, she said she loves how everybody else in the video is eating. I just ate, or I would be eating as well.
We gotta eat.
Yeah,
Food.
food is important.
It's been a long day already.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot that this. I know I've even said Facebook Live, but I forgot that you were on Facebook Live, and it wasn't just the four of us having a little chat. You know.
That's awesome. Totally awesome.
Just keeping it real, Lori.
Yeah, that's all right. Let's see. I found, okay, here, let me pull this up real quick. Okay, here you go. Fad diets, intermittent fasting. What is it? Oh yeah, definitely eat. Food is so good. So the potential benefits is weight loss may occur from being fasted and consuming less calories. It may be beneficial for metabolic health, and you can learn to cope with being hungry. But the risk factors are that it's not ideal for athletes, which is most of us that are in this group. And then chronic fasting can lead to hormonal imbalance. So, the thing about intermittent fasting, as far as like the metabolic health, is that, like for example, the keto diet was developed for people that have metabolic disorders, such as epilepsy. It was developed for epilepsy because there has been some research that indicates that the ketosis can have some neuroprotective benefits. But if you're not epileptic or you don't have those metabolic disorders, then ketosis is not necessarily going to be beneficial for you. Anyways, what other questions do you guys have for me?
How can I eat at Chipotle like Nick and be awesome like Nick? I don't
There
know.
you go.
That's a silly question. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. That might be something to think about. Like lunch on the go. Like if you've got to, like maybe just some quick hits, like popular restaurants, and like what might be easier to consume at restaurants. That like what's better at Chick-fil-A for me than just eating the chicken nuggets and Polynesian sauce, which I really want to do, or like. If I do go to Chipotle, I mean, can I just chow down on the lime chips and forget everything else? No, I don't know. But I mean, maybe something like that down the road.
Okay.
I'm just thinking out loud. I think you've done great. I really liked today a lot. So good stuff.
All right. Well, I will get this video uploaded for everybody. Joanne says, just eat it and tell yourself I am awesome.
Yeah, I'll work on it.
All right. Well,
Are you
I'll
talking
get this
about this
video.
this chip
Yeah.
from Chipotle? Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, don't eat these. They're not good for you.
Oh, they're so good.
I'll show you what not to do. You don't dip it like this and then eat it. Don't do that.
Good times. Nick, always the encourager.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks again, Heather.
All right. You're welcome. Well, I'll get this uploaded and I'll get the resource sent out to everybody. So if you guys have any questions, you can send me an email. My email is nutrition@seaofthrones.com. Or you can send me a message on Facebook, either through CrossFit Thrones Messenger or to me personally, my name on Facebook is Heather Carol DeVore. All right. You guys have a great day.
Thank
Bye.
you.
You're welcome.